respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So I'm going to explain some of the key points. This is just for revision, and then we will go to the examples there. So difference between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration here. Aerobic respiration always takes place in the presence of oxygen. Anaerobic, it is in the absence of oxygen. And the aerobic respiration, it has the complete oxidation of the glucose. In anaerobic respiration, incomplete oxidation of the glucose. In aerobic respiration, end products are carbon dioxide and water. And here anaerobic respiration, the products are either ethyl alcohol or the lactic acid and carbon dioxide. In aerobic respiration, the lot of that energy is liberated, while in anaerobic respiration, relatively small energy is liberated. So the purpose of the respiration taking place in the cell is to provide energy to the cell for the cellular activities. So what is respiration? The release of energy. Release of energy by the cell through the process of oxidation of glucose, and this energy is utilized by the cell in the different metabolic activities. Now, aerobic respiration occurs in the plants and animal cells. Anaerobic respiration occurs in many anaerobic bacteria and human muscle cells also. The chemical reaction, as I said you, this is very important. Aerobic reaction and anaerobic reaction, both the chemical reactions which are given in your book. Chemical equation 1, chemical equation 2 and chemical equation 3. These three reactions you have to learn very well. Practice them in your rough notebook and write them in the notebook too. So what is the chemical equation of aerobic respiration? Here C6H12O6, one molecule of glucose being oxidized by the 6 molecule of oxygen. And what are the products? 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water. The energy which is released, it is shown here in the form of kilocalories, but we are writing it here in the form of ATP. So you can write here plus 38 ATP. Now in the anaerobic respiration, where there is no oxygen involved, so here one molecule of glucose C6H12O6 breaks down into ethyl alcohol, and the 2 carbon dioxide molecules are released here, and the amount of energy which is released, it is 56 kilocalorie, and in the form of ATP there are only 2 ATP molecules are formed. So anaerobic respiration में energy बहुत कम release होती है, aerobic respiration में energy ज़्यादा release होती है. So what is the reason for that? Because here the complete oxidation is taking place. Here complete oxidation is not there. So this is all about the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Now children, we are going to start the next part of it, that is the metabolic processes. So what is the meaning of metabolic processes? As I am continuously saying कि cell जो energy produce कर रही है, वो energy cell metabolic processes में use करती है. So what is the meaning of metabolic process? Metabolic process means overall chemical reactions taking place in the cells. Because you know the cytoplasm and the all cell organelles in the cell, they are involved in this biochemical reaction. So overall, like the sum total of all biochemical reactions taking place in the cell is known as the metabolic process. Now ये जो metabolic processes or reactions हैं, they are of two types: anabolic reactions and catabolic reactions. What is the meaning of anabolic? Anabolic reactions or the anabolism involves the synthesis of complex molecules from simpler molecules which requires energy input. So anabolic, it means synthesis, construction. कुछ synthesis हो रहा है. Synthesis किसका हो रहा है? Complex molecule, क्योंकि ये chemical reactions है. So we are saying here कि यहाँ पर complex molecule का synthesis होता है from the simpler molecules. For example, photosynthesis. You have studied photosynthesis in the previous classes, where carbon dioxide and water react chemically, combine chemically by the help of that solar energy. Because this reaction it requires energy. So by the addition of this solar energy, carbon dioxide and water molecule together, they combine chemically and synthesize glucose. So this is the एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एनाबोलिज्म मीन समथिंग इज सिंथेसाइज. तो जब कुछ सिंथेसाइज होगा सिंपलर मॉलिक्यूल से कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल जब सिंथेसिस हो रहा है, देन दिस फिनोमिनन इज नोन एज द एनाबोलिज्म और द anabolic reactions taking place in the cell. Then we will come to the catabolism. Catabolism involves the breakdown of complex molecule into simpler molecules. So here what is happening? That complex molecule, they break down into the simpler molecules involving hydrolysis or oxidation. It means यहाँ पर breakdown होगा complex molecule का with the help of hydrolysis or the oxidation, and simple molecules are formed, and due to this what happens here, the energy is released. So this type of reactions are known as the catabolic reactions, and phenomenon is known as the catabolism. The reaction which I have explained you, the process like this respiration is the example of the catabolism, in which the glucose molecule, which is the complex molecule, breaks down into the simpler one like carbon dioxide and water, undergoes oxidation. This glucose molecule forms simpler molecules and releases energy in the form of ATP. So understood children, the metabolic processes and the types of metabolic processes, anabolism and catabolism. Now we will see a relation between the respiration and photosynthesis. So when you will see this that activities, respiration and cellular respiration and the photosynthesis. Just now I explained you that photosynthesis is a kind of anabolic reaction. Anabolic मतलब उसमें कुछ synthesis हो रहा है, और जो cellular respiration है उसके अंदर breakdown हो रहा है. और plant के अंदर आप देखोगे कि दोनों ही reactions जो है वो simultaneously चलती रहती हैं, photosynthesis और cellular respiration दोनों. अब ये जो फोटोसिंथेसिस का प्रोसेस है, इट एक्चुअली रिक्वायर्स लाइट, सो इट टेक्स प्लेस इन द प्लांट सेल्स ड्यूरिंग द डे टाइम. बट रेस्पिरेशन इज द प्रोसेस विच इज टेकिंग प्लेस in the plant cell throughout their life cycles, means whole day it takes place there. So this respiration and photosynthesis, these both the reactions taking place in the plant simultaneously, so both are related with each other. Here when you see that photosynthesis is the process of formation of glucose, I'll show you here that photosynthesis takes place in the daytime, utilizes carbon dioxide and water and the energy with the help of chlorophyll present in the plant cell, synthesizes carbohydrates. These carbohydrates now breaks down into the carbon dioxide and water, and oxygen is released. Sorry, oxygen is utilized. Carbon dioxide is released. But in case of photosynthesis, oxygen is released. So this is the process of respiration which is taking place day and night, and this is the process of photosynthesis which is taking place during the daytime only because light is required. So both these processes, they are taking place in the daytime simultaneously, and at the night only respiration takes place. So there are differences in the photosynthesis and respiration. Some simple differences I will explain you. Remaining you will do on the page number 65 given in the table 6.2. So in photosynthesis, what are the reactant? Carbon dioxide and water. They are the reactant. But these carbon dioxide and water, they are the product in the respiration. These are the differences. Now, in the photosynthesis, the product here we will see oxygen as well as the carbohydrate. So oxygen is the byproduct and carbohydrate is the main product. So carbohydrates are synthesized and oxygen is evolved. While in respiration, what happens? Carbohydrates, they are the reactant. So product of the photosynthesis, they are reactant in the respiration. Understood? And the products of these respiration, they are the reactant in the photosynthesis. So in this manner, both the things are connected with each other in the plant cell, and they are taking place in the cell continuously for the survival of the plant. So this is the relation in between the photosynthesis and respiration. Now after this we will come to the point experiments on respiration. So you know that respiration is the process where breakdown of organic molecule like glucose takes place, energy is released. So we will see here that when the glucose breaks down, there is release of carbon dioxide in water. So we will see different conditions like that carbon dioxide is produced during the respiration by the plant cells, whether the plants or germinating seeds. Then we will see the oxygen is used up in the respiration, because you know कि ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल ऑक्सीडाइज किसकी हेल्प से हो रहा है, ऑक्सीजन की हेल्प से हो रहा है. तो ऑक्सीजन की जो है रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो दैट ऑल्सो वी विल स्टडी. एंड फॉर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड देयर आर मेनी एक्सपेरिमेंट्स फॉर द रिलीज ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. So once you understand the concept of one experiment, then you are able to understand all. So basic concept समझना है आपको कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में, बाकी आप सारा समझ सकते हैं. तो इसमें 3 experiments हैं. You can do one and remaining you go through, study it. Okay, any can be given to you in the paper. And heat is evolved during the respiration. This also we will see, because कुछ एनर्जी जो होती है वो हीट में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है. रेस्पिरेशन के समय कुछ एनर्जी यूटिलाइज कर लेती है सेल्स, और कुछ पार्ट जो है एनर्जी का वो हीट में कन्वर्ट होता है. और वी विल सी द डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ एनारोबिक respiration also. So we will start our experiments. So first experiment is the green plants produce carbon dioxide during respiration. To show कि green plant जो है वो carbon dioxide produce करते हैं respiration के time. So what we are doing here, we are preparing this setup by taking a bell jar. This is the bell jar, and an air pump is also required. And that potted plant, a small plant is placed in a pot, and the bent glass tube. These are the bent glass tube, and soda lime is used here, and a glass sheet is also used. So these all are the requirement for these experiments, soda lime or and the lime water too. So what we are doing here, we place the bell jar on the glass sheet and connect it with the 2 conical flasks containing lime water. So we are placing 2 conical flasks. You can see this is A, this is B. दोनों conical flask को हम lime water से fill कर देंगे, और दोनों conical flask को हम जो है ये जो bell jar है इससे हम connect कर देंगे. And then the bell jar further, it is, you know, has the cork in it. So that extra air cannot enter into it. Only the air can enter through this bent tube only. You see here in the flask also, cork is placed in the cork, holes are there, and through the hole this bent tube is entering. So after setting all these connection in between the conical flask and the bell jar, further we'll apply Vaseline to make it airtight. तो बाहर से कोई भी air जो है वो एंटर नहीं हो पाएगी. हम इस तरीके से इसको पूरा एयर टाइट करेंगे. वी विल अलाउ द एयर विद द हेल्प ऑफ सक्शन पंप. सक्शन पंप से जब सक्शन किया जाएगा तभी इसमें एयर एंटर होगी, अदरवाइज नहीं होगी. नाउ दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट शुड बी परफॉर्म्ड इन डार्क. इसको डार्क में परफॉर्म किया जाता है. सो कवर द बेल जार विद द ब्लैक पेपर और ब्लैक क्लॉथ टू प्रिवेंट फोटोसिंथेसिस. इस पूरे एक्सपेरिमेंट को करते समय ये काइंड ऑफ प्रिकॉशन हम कहें या कंडीशन है, जिसमें इसको कवर कर दिया जाता है ब्लैक क्लॉथ से या ब्लैक पेपर से. रीजन क्या है? बिकॉज टू अवॉइड फोटोसिंथेसिस. फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होना चाहिए. सो अब क्वेश्चन ये होता है कि फोटोसिंथेसिस होगी तो क्या प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी? बिकॉज इफ सपोज फोटोसिंथेसिस इज टेकिंग प्लेस, यू नो, इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज द रिएक्टेंट. तो जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकलेगी रेस्पिरेशन से, दैट विल बी यूटिलाइज्ड इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस. सो टू अवॉइड दिस प्रोसेस, द होल दैट सेटअप इज कवर्ड विद द ब्लैक पेपर और द ब्लैक क्लॉथ. तो लाइट की एंट्री नहीं हो पाएगी, फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा. नाउ आफ्टर प्रिपेयरिंग दिस सेटअप, we'll pump the outside air into the apparatus with the help of the suction pump. Suction pump की मदद से हम एयर जो है वो पंप करेंगे, and the air will enter into the apparatus and the air passes through the soda lime. So you will see here, soda lime here which is placed, this is the chemical, it absorbs carbon dioxide. So this question also comes that what is the purpose of soda lime? So this soda lime, it absorbs the carbon dioxide. Okay, so this soda lime which is placed before the air enters into the apparatus, so it absorbs all the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide which is present in the air will not interfere with the result here, will not interfere with the result and help in the interpretation of the result. That is the reason that why is soda lime placed, in order to absorb the carbon dioxide. What is the purpose of that? क्योंकि जो बाहर एयर की जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है अगर वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगी तो हम ये कह पाएंगे, जो हमारा इंटरप्रिटेशन है वो बिल्कुल करेक्ट होगा कि जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यहाँ प्रोड्यूस हो रही है दैट इज थ्रू रेस्पिरेशन ओनली प्रोड्यूस द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. पूरा सेटअप तैयार है. एयर सक्शन पंप से हमने एयर एंटर इसमें किया. जब एयर एंटर हो रही तो यहाँ जो सोडा लाइम है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एब्जॉर्ब करेगा एंड द एयर विच इज एंटरिंग दिस इज विदाउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. How can we say? We can check it by seeing the color of the lime water, because lime water when reacts with carbon dioxide it turns milky. तो ये जो मिल्की का टर्न होना है, कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड जो बन जाता है उसके कारण क्या होता है, जो लाइम वाटर है वो मिल्की हो जाता है. तो मिल्की होने के कारण हमें पता चल जाता है कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है या नहीं. अगर मिल्की हो गया इट मीन्स कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है. If it does not turn milky, it means no carbon dioxide. So when air passes from here, the carbon dioxide absorbed by the soda lime here, and then the air without carbon dioxide pass into the lime water. So you see here the lime water is very clear in the A flask. Now carbon dioxide free air passes into the bell jar where the potted plant is placed. Now other than photosynthesis, reactions are taking place, metabolic activities are taking place in the plant. That is definitely the respiration. So from the air from the bell jar when enters into the flask B, there also the that lime water is placed. So we will see the lime water which is placed in flask B, it turns milky. Okay, so what does it show? Here carbon dioxide free air entered, but the air which is coming out from the bell jar, it has carbon dioxide. So question arises कि ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कहाँ से प्रोड्यूस हुई है? तो ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लांट में जो रेस्पिरेशन हो रहा है उस प्रोसेस के थ्रू प्रोड्यूस हुई है एंड दैट टर्न्स द लाइम वाटर मिल्की इन द फ्लास्क बी. सो थ्रू दिस वी कैन से that the green plants, they produce carbon dioxide during the respiration. Now next, again the same concept we are taking, but the experiment is little different. Here instead of plant we are taking the germinating seed. यहाँ पर हम germinating seeds ले रहे हैं. Carbon dioxide is produced by germinating seeds during respiration. Here these are the germinating seeds, okay, placed in the flask here, and here you will see that different solutions are placed. So the two test tube you can see here, flask also may be there or the test tube also, depends upon the things available in the lab. So in your book these are everywhere the flask are shown. In this diagram I'm showing you these large test tubes are there. So here the you will see that these test tubes which are placed on both the sides of these germinating seeds, they have the lime water in it. And here in the A test tube, you will see the potassium hydroxide solution. So little difference here, that instead of soda lime, here potassium hydroxide solution is placed in the A test tube. So what is the function of this potassium hydroxide? It also absorbs the this carbon dioxide as the function performed by the soda lime. तो सोडा लाइम और पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड KOH दोनों का फंक्शन एक ही है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एब्जॉर्ब करना. So little variation is shown. Remaining things are same. Okay. Here also with the help of suction pump, the air is allowed to enter in the test tube A. Test tube A के अंदर KOH present है, ये absorb कर लेगा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को. Then after what shall we do? This carbon dioxide, this air without carbon dioxide will enter into the lime water B. Lime water will not show the change here in the B because carbon dioxide is already absorbed by the KOH in the A test tube. So here lime water will not turn milky. But from here the air passes into the germinating seeds, and from germinating seed from this flask to the seed. So we will observe change in the test tube C. The lime water which is present in the test tube C will turn milky, and the reason is same. What will be the reason? The carbon dioxide which is produced by the respiration process of germinating seeds, it enters into this test tube C and turns it milky. So understood, children? Concept is same, only the variation is done in the experiment. Here instead of soda lime we are using the potassium hydroxide, and instead of plant we are using the germinating seed. Remaining that everything will be same, making it that airtight, and means making it or sealing it with the help of Vaseline and all that.